Life has a way of interrupting us, sometimes gently, sometimes with a force that rearranges the air around us. It could be a phone call, a memory, a job loss, even a relationship change. Maybe it's a diagnosis or a reminder of something we thought we had already healed. These moments are not always detours. Sometimes they are part of the terrain of being human. In my personal and professional life, I have experienced and witnessed the complexity of people trying to keep going while life is changing around them. A person may be moving steadily through their responsibilities when an unexpected emotional wave rises to the surface. It may come through the loss of employment, the ending of a relationship, the death of a loved one, a financial strain, a family conflict, or even an old wound, or the quiet realization that life no longer looks the way we hope it would. These moments do not ask permission, they just arrive. And isn't that the truth for so many of us? We are asked to keep moving while carrying things that feel too heavy to name. And this is when why becomes a trap. In life, people often ask, why did this happen? Why the loss? Why the ending, the rejection? Why the illness? Why the pain? But why can trap us. It can pull us into loops of shame, self blame, or impossible questions that have no satisfying answer. Why is a doorway to rumination, not relief? The shift, the one that opens space for healing, comes when we begin asking something different. What is this moment teaching me about myself, my needs, my limits, or even my humanity? What is the lesson, not the punishment? What is the invitation, not the indictment? This is not about minimizing suffering or me pretending everything happens for a reason. It is about reclaiming agency in the places where life feels uncomfortable. It is about recognizing that grief, disappointment, transition, healing, and recovery are not always linear processes. They are living companions that move with us through life, through time. Lessons that emerge in the quiet. For some, the lesson emerge after the loss, when they begin to understand what matters most, what went unsaid, or what love still asks of them. For others, the lesson comes through disruption, the job they did not expect to lose, the relationship they hoped would last, the plan that fell through, or the season of uncertainty that requires them to meet themselves in a new way. And for all of us, the lesson is often this: being human is hard. Being human while hurting is even harder. Yet, there's a beauty in the way people keep trying, in the way they show up for life while grieving, in the way they take one step at a time when the ground feels unsteady, in the way they reach out even when they're afraid to be seen. Life happens, grief happens, change happens. And through it all, we learn not because we find the perfect answer, but because we choose to stay present long enough to notice what the moment is offering. Maybe the lesson is compassion. Maybe it's rest. Maybe it's asking for help. Maybe it's letting go of the belief that we can carry everything all alone. When we stop chasing the why and start listening to the lesson, something shifts. We soften, we breathe, we begin again. And beginning again may be the quiet miracle at the heart of every healing journey. Every uncertain season and every moment when life asks us to keep going before we feel ready. The lesson is often quieter than the why. Thank you for allowing me to share this with you in this space. May peace and light accompany you on your path.